Hi, TIs. It's after 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, anyways, guess what? Remember how I told you that I couldn't clean out my refrigerator because the smell would like make me sick and everything takes your like spine and mine's crushed in. So yeah, if I smelled it dry heaving, I would end up like on my back. You get me? Ooh, ooh. But yeah, I asked my cousin if he'd clean it out so I can have a refrigerator. Because I got one from the best friend that used to take care of me, until I learned how to walk when that moved away. But Wino gave me another one. Both of them, because now I have one outlet that works, in one room, and I have one outlet that works but keeps shorting in the bathroom. But my cousin has helped me, like, he's been helping me and stuff, like try to fix it up. And he fixed my plumbing. I have running water now. Because remember, it's been like well over a year, and when he said the handyman said that he was going to fix it because he's fixing a leak downstairs, so he had to mess with it. The piping didn't fit anymore. It just fell apart and combobulated. And you know your own pipes over 16 years. But cousin Big Doey, he fixed it. And there's no leak. And I can use a sink. Bitch, move. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. But look at the bathtub. Ouch. I don't know. Those are dishes, and they've been in there so long of refilling and filling that and not doing it, that I'm going to have to throw them away because they're contaminated. You get me? But I have working. Under the sink is working. And he cleaned out those refrigerators with me. I think only one works, but still, I can have food. You get me? Yeah. And he got me some of that privacy stuff to put over the windows. Yeah. I love my cousin. He was my favorite one. When he was little, when he was young. I'd run the streets and shit. Gangbanger. 12 years old, I got put on my hood. But I didn't want to go over to my dad's house unless I had to. Unless I, just got out. And, like I said, I grew up with Shorty's parents parenting me. And I slept on his sister's floors. But, yeah, I'd always go to, my cousin Joey's mom's house so I could, like, be a little kid for a little while. All creased up, but, like, the second or third day and shit, I didn't give a fuck. I was running around like the kids. And I went over there and I spent a week or two sometimes, just so I could play, And Joey's, like, over 10 years younger than me, so I still, even though he's got like gray hair, I still look him, yeah, but Miss Running Deer that can barely walk has running water. Yeah, I'm so happy. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you. But look, I had to take a shower, and I bought this dress for $5 from the Beacon thrift shop. But I bought it. I didn't have nothing to wear that really fit me now. But my best friend that moved away, they put off his wedding to the girl I introduced him to because of the corona. I was rushing around trying on people's dresses, and he's like, can't you get a tuxedo or like a suit or something? I really don't, I don't, and every dress I tried on, they laughed at me. But he said, you know what, if you have to get a dress, he goes, at least make it your own style. But I'd rather have you in a suit than by me. And some Converse. But look, I don't know what fits and what doesn't. And I'm too tired all the time to try on clothes at the thrift shop. Pants, they're so heavy. But I was pretty sure this would fit and stuff, with some like fishnets and some, Converse. But look at this. It's kind of high for me. I could see if I was just like walking around and stuff and just wanted to feel feminine, but no. Not at my best friend's wedding. But, yeah, I need a girl. No, I don't want a girl. Not after my honey poop, my honey pot. With the narcissistic abuse and shit. I need a female because, I grew up basically a guy in a female's body. You get me? But, yeah, I don't think this is appropriate for, I don't think this is appropriate for a wedding. I've had it like 6 months, and I just barely tried it on at 4 o'clock in the morning, before it turns Monday in the morning. You get me? But I thought maybe with like an old lady button-up sweater over it, maybe some black tights. But this dress is kind of hot. You get me? Maybe, but well, I've been celibate like 2 years or over 2 years by choice. That honey pot, I'm good. I'm good now. Don't even touch me. Don't even think about shaking my hand and gripping it nicely. You get what I'm saying? But, if I were to, I would have probably wore these with they probably don't match, but around the bedroom and shit, worn with my thigh-high spiked high-heel leather boots. Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm doing. But I tend to get better at being a female when I'm with somebody and I'm treated, like I'm a female, a woman, Don't want my home team to treat me like I'm a female and shit, or, I don't know if you get me, but, yeah, I don't want my homeboys to be opening doors and crap like that for me, unless it's just like, I open doors for them too. No, I'm not a feminist and shit. In fact, I grew up and I was more like a male chauvinist pig in a female's body. But I raised girls. Well, I raised one girl and my goddaughter, so I got better. But sometimes, I catch myself making remarks to males, about sandwiches and, things that I'm gonna cut it right here because I might say something that you guys probably wouldn't understand. Well, maybe some of the men would, but yeah, I don't want to come off like, pff. So rather than say something nice, rather than say something that might be misunderstood or come off as not so nice, I'd rather say nothing at all. I know girls that emulate what a woman should be, what other women should look to as what women should be. You get me? And they have... So not all female is a bitch. So if I refer to a female as a bitch, it's because, yeah, she was a bitch. Didn't know how to make a sandwich. Couldn't give proper head. And couldn't clean. So what good was she? Except for the narcissistic freaking abuse and crap. They sent that honey pot in. The honey poop. Honey poop, because that bitch was worthless. Except for to try to get me to react and shit. But she's the reason that I found out that she wasn't the only narcissistic, covert narcissist that I had in my life, because I had to learn about it. And it turns out I have a few. But I'm gonna put on a t-shirt, underwear. Oh, and guess what? You know, I'm looking for something to wear tomorrow if Wino, gets off of work. Like a bro date. I tried coming out, like, looking like a female one time, and he told me, go back upstairs and change. That's just weird. But, what was I saying? Yeah, all my stuff is, like, it's so baggy that it's not baggy. I look like I pulled it out of the trash and I'm homeless, and I have Dickies and bins, big old, like, those huge Tupperware storage and stuff. Brand new, at another Main's in San Diego. He put them in storage, a lot of my stuff, because I don't want it to get ruined over here, or altered, or different, or disappear. You get what I'm saying? I don't have really anything important here. I could throw away all these clothes and shit and, have a couple something, and I'd be fine. It's not like I'm saying I want that to happen. But, yeah, they're all 46s and 48s, so we're at Nacho's house and stuff. And it's the way I'm comfortable once in a while. I don't walk around San Pedro like that anymore. I used to. But this ain't my neighborhood. You know what? Girls' stretchies, they feel like pajamas. I walk around in pajamas and pantuflas sometimes. But one day, this guy asked me if I wanted something from Starbucks. It turned out because I was wearing pajamas, clean pajamas, with a little bit of cat hair on it. I even had eyebrows on. He asked me because he thought I was homeless, because I was walking around in pajamas. But appropriate? Or not? I don't think so, but opinion. I love you guys. Peace, love, and laughter.